Hey everyone, so on today's video I'm going to show you my seed starting process. So today I'm starting Lisianthus. So the ones that I'm growing is Rosanne Black, Rosanne Brown, Voyage II Lavender, First Love, Voyage II First Love, Voyage II White Improved, and Pucchino Choco 3. So those are the ones that I'm growing. So first of all, my container. So I have a regular 10 by 20. I think that's what you call them, right? 10 by 20. So what I did was I've been growing Lisianthus for probably 5 years now. And what I found is at the bottom of the tray, I put some potting soil. And then that's my first layer. And then my second layer, I took some seed starting mix and put it on top because I don't want any big chunks or anything like that. Lisianthus, you have to surface sow them. So they sit on top of the soil because they need the light to germinate. And seed starting mix, I find, is very helpful. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy seed starting mix. You can take the potting soil and sift out all the larger pieces. I'm just trying to balance time versus the result of it. And seed starting it's about $8 a bag, and to me it saves me lots and lots of time. What I do is after I fill my tray like this, I just basically water it. So I spritz it. Now this is not an efficient use. This is just waiting until my moisture comes in. But I just mist it on top because what I'm going to do is it allows the seeds not to dislodge. Now the thing about Lisianthus is that it takes about 30 days to germinate and about 3 months just to get this tiny. It takes a really long time. And usually what I do is I started at the end of December. So I'm filming this day after Christmas. And I'm going to go ahead and get it started. And then what I typically do is cover it with a humidity dome, so which is the clear plastic lid that comes over it with this, and I put it under my grow lights, which I'll show you my setup. And then every week and a half, I typically water it. And what I learned with Lisianthus is you want to keep the soil moist, but you want to let it dry out a little bit, not too much, if that makes sense. These are finicky for planting. What I do is I do like Johnny's seed because it does tell you the germination rate on this. And I'm going to show you the trick that I use. So I started at Rosanne Brown. What I'm going to do is I'm doing two sections here, like 2 sections per plant. And the pelleted seeds come in a little tube. Let me show you an example. They come in a tube like this. That's 25 seeds, and notice how tiny they are. So what I do is I usually take my seeds, take a little bowl, I put it in the bowl, and then what I do is I take a toothpick, wet it with some little bit of water, and then you just basically, here's my little seed if you can see it, right? And then I'm just going to put it on top of my my soil. I wet my mommy should have a better bowl. Take my toothpick, I wet it, I go in here and see how the water makes it stick to it. And I'm just going to go layer it. And what I'm doing is I'm doing 4 pellets per square, because my goal is that I will eventually I just want them to germinate, and then I'll pot them afterwards. One thing that I learned is Lisianthus teaches you patience, because it's very time consuming. However, trust me, when you see the flowers when you see them blooming end of July, August, September, it's really worth the wait. like I can't explain how beautiful they are without you seeing them in person. So you'll be able to see the journey of these. Now for Lisianthus, you want to use all the seeds out year one. I find that if you don't use them out year one, the germination rate drops severely. Water again, seed, pick one up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and label. You guys try to write neat, because sometimes I can't even read my own writing. So I'm gonna try to slow down a little bit there. So I'm gonna go ahead and label all of my containers. Let me show you a trick of how you can label. So what I do with my labeling is, you notice how I have this and this one here to seed. So what I do is I put my label to the farthest right, so I know that this label is for this row and the one behind. So like when I put the other one here, I know it's this row and that one, this row and that one, and so forth. So using a garden marker that you can get online, regular Sharpie, lesson learned, they don't work well. The reason why they don't work well is because they can get rubbed off really easily. I got all of my tags. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these on the keep these. These are great for saving seeds. So for example, like I use it for poppies because the seeds are very tiny for poppies. So save these, they become very, very handy. All of my seeds in my bowl. And what I find is, don't rush the process for this. Take your time and space them out, because it will save you time, and then you're not going to be losing your seeds. I'm going to gently miss it. Alright, so I've seeded all of my Lisianthus. Now what I'm going to do is get my humidity dome, which is the plastic clear cover that comes over it. I do have my grow lights that's here, and I did lower it so that it's stronger. And usually as the seeds get bigger, I'll raise it up, but these take forever. So this is what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna keep watering it for the next 30 days or so, and eventually I'll start seeing some seedlings germinate. Alright, continuing my work on seed starting. So I'm gonna start my eggplant and my peppers as well, including my Lisianthus, which we just saw me finish. I'm starting eggplant and pepper now because I'm doing this end of December. As my experience with it is they take a really long time to germinate, and then a really long time to get big as well too. And I want these to be a good size for my seedling sale. And So that's why I'm starting them that early. Now what I typically use is I have my handy dandy seed starting tray. So you can use any version of this if you don't have anything. Honestly, a Chinese container with a lid has worked amazing. I've used that before, and actually I'm going to be using that for some coleus, so you'll see that in the future. So what I have is, if I can get it out. So typically it comes in a little, this is 2, 3, 6, this is a 12 square. And then it comes with a humidity dome that you can lock here. Now I'm going to put this on a grow light, but normally if you don't have grow light, if you notice, it comes with a little plug-in right there that you put comes with a USB cord, and you plug that in, and there's a built-in light inside of it. But I'm going to be putting mine under my grow light because this phase of my project is just seed starting, so I just want them to germinate, get to a good size, and then I'm going to pot up from there. And that way I'm not wasting space with having a million different containers that may not germinate. And there might be like empty spots and things like that in there. So I really like starting them in here first and then transplant them. So for this I'm using some seed starting mix. Now you don't have to use seed starting mix. You can just get some regular potting soil, sift all the large parts of it out, and then use that. But what I typically do is I try to measure time versus worth. So I don't have time to sift, so buying a bag of seed starting mix, which I think it's like $8 or $9, and this one has worked well for me over the years. So what I'm doing is I'm filling my container up, and I'm not filling it all the way to the top. I'm leaving a little space on, and the reason why I'm doing that is I usually put my seeds in, then I just sprinkle some soil over it, pretty much in. So this is what my container look like. Put it in here. A couple of things that you can do to water them. You can either fill it in now, or if you want, you can fill the bottom of the container like this, the water, and just let the water soak up from the bottom. I like to pre-moisten the top of my my seed thing because I feel like the seeds stick to it better. You don't really have to, you can just put it right on top. So I'm going to start with my eggplant, and first one that I'm going to do is my Black Beauty eggplant. So I've got two variety. I've got the botanical interest Black Beauty, and also I have MI Gardener as well. MI Gardener has been amazing, really great germination rate as well. These seeds are about 2 years old, so I'm going to seed them very heavily. So I'm going to put, I'm going a little bit overboard here, but I'm going to do 4 per square. I'm just ensuring that they germinate. And some of these will be for myself, some will be for the plant sale. So this one says days to germinate is 7 to 14 days. Days to maturity 75 from the day that you plant out. And it gets 20 to 30 inches wide, full sun. And the general rule is the size of the seed, you want to go double that. That's how deep you want to plant them. Now some things, when you look at it, it does tell you you need to surface sow. This is not one of the ones you have to surface sow. This is what my seeds look like. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to take some seed starting mix and just sprinkle it over. And what that does is it eliminates me making little holes, put them in there, more efficient. That's all I'm gonna do. Sprinkle the potting soil, the seed starting mix, to cover the seeds up. Easy as that. Now I'm just gonna gently go ahead and give it a good spray down with the water, and that should be it. My Maestro's water bottle sprayer thing is coming soon, so improvising with this little house plant one in the main wall. Now you want to make sure you keep the soil moist, because the seeds need to be moist to germinate. Now I'm going to take my humidity dome, I'm going to cover it. See there's little holes here? See how there's little holes that you can open it up for airflow, and you can do some to close it. I'm going to keep it closed. It's actually label everybody. So what I do is I do the label, and I put what date I sowed these. Right, so this is my container, and let me show you where I'm going to put it. So here I have my Lisianthus. I haven't put the dome yet. I need to go out and get it, but here's my grow light, and I'm just gonna put it like that and just leave it like that. Keep it moist, and that's pretty much it. Eggplant I'm gonna sow is this long purple eggplant. So again, from my gardener, and I also have one from Botanical Interest as well. Container, fill it up with some water in the bottom, and these have a little each of these cells have a hole at the bottom, so it'll soak the water up from the bottom up. Let me just print my up here. Let me go ahead and label also. So this is purple long. Alright, and this one here I'm going to do a mix, half Botanical Interest, half MI Gardener. See how it all works out. Again, I'm heavily seeding this because these are a little bit older seeds, but just to make sure that for sure I get a couple of plants on here. And for my seedling sale, I'm doing only plants that are popular, starting from year one, nothing too specialty yet. So just to get my bearings with everything. I do have specialty flowers that I'm gonna grow, but veggies I am doing eggplant, tomatoes, lots of pepper, jalapeno, sweet pepper, that type of stuff, and basil, celery, parsley, that type of stuff. And what else? Cucumbers, zucchinis, okra, watermelon, those type of things. So things that people buy quite often for their home garden is what I'm going to start out this year, and next year I can see if there's any more demand for anything else, and then kind of go from there. I'm also starting these a little bit earlier because what I want to do is pinch the top of each of them so they bush out, so you get a bushy plant rather than one stalk type of thing. Close the humidity dome on that one, and so the next eggplant I want to do is my Turkish eggplant. Alright, so I take it back. I'm going to do one container that has mix in it. So I'm going to do Turkish eggplant. This I got from MI Gardener. The fruit of itself, oh my god, amazing, amazing. Then I have this white Casper. And then I have a couple seeds of the Bianca. What is it called? Rota Bianca. So we'll do 1 container with those. So that will be my specialty, mostly for home use. The peppers that I'm going to grow are sweet peppers. This again I got from my gardener. By the way, their packets are amazing, $2 a packet. Great germination rate as well. Then I got a fairy morse as well too. We'll try that. And I'm gonna try this purple eggplant. Really, do I have any seeds left in this? I do, but this purple will be for myself, my home use. And then the next pepper I'm gonna do is some jalapeno as well. So I've got some jalapeno early variety, and then I also have some mild variety as well. I finished setting my sweet pepper and jalapeno, so now I'm going to go to my specialty peppers. Some of this is for myself, and if they grow well, I'll include it in the plant sale. But the first one is pimento pepper, Tabasco, orange jalapeno, habanero. This is a hot one. Red habanero, hot as well. Cayenne, Serrano, and Pucchino red and yellow. So I got the yellow a couple years ago from my gardener, but this year I found a red and yellow from Botanical Interest, which is amazing, and some pepperoni as well. So what I try to do is grow some hot but not so hot pepper too as well, because my husband makes really good pepper sauce with them. So I try to do a variety so they have different flavors with it. So let's go ahead, and I've got my container already marked. So I've marked for my pimento, Tabasco, orange jalapeno, habanero, and the red habanero. So let's go ahead and see those. Seeding it a little bit heavy because these pepper seeds are a couple years old. Now close the vent on this, put it under my grow light. So I'm done with my peppers and eggplant. That's it for all of the seed starting for this episode. So you saw Lisianthus, various eggplant, various peppers. Please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.